His whole campaign is to hit Trump. You look at what the Obama administration did in terms of the military, in terms of security, in terms of other nations, in terms of almost everything. Much of it now, fortunately for everybody here, has been overturned. But look, when a man has to mention my name 76 times in a speech, that means he's in trouble. Now, I have to tell you, he's a different guy. He looks different than he used to. He acts different than he used to. He's even slower than he used to be. So I don't know. But when he mentions my name that many times, I guess I should be complimented. Who? I never do. My poll numbers are great. By the way, we've gotten fantastic numbers. I guess Rasmussen just came out with a 50%. And the amazing thing is, all I do is get hit by this phony witch hunt, although they don't mention Russia anymore because there was no collusion. So now they want to try and say, well, did he obstruct a no collusion? So there was no crime. The crime was by the Democrats, folks. They've committed, in my opinion, many crimes, and time will tell what happens there. But the crime was by the Democrats. My poll numbers have been very, very good. We're starting really next week. It's going to be something, I think, very special. We're starting in Orlando, Florida. Excuse me? No, I'd rather run against, I think, Biden than anybody. I think he's the weakest mentally. And I like running against people that are weak mentally. I think Joe is the weakest up here. The other ones have much more energy. I don't agree with their policies, but I think Joe is a man who is, I call him 1% Joe, because until Obama came along, he didn't do very well. But look, but I don't bring him up. The best thing that ever happened to the farmers is me. We gave $16 billion to the farmers to make up for the deficit with China. We gave them $16 billion. We don't give them anything. They earn it because they're patriots. We gave them ethanol at 15, which nobody was ever going to do, which Biden didn't do in 8 years as, vice president. The farmers are my best friend. Nobody has treated the farmers better than Donald Trump.
Mr. President, can you explain?
That's the agreement that everybody says I don't have. So, no, because I'm going to let Mexico do the announcement at the right time. From Mexico, they want to go through, but here's the agreement. It's a very simple agreement. This is one page. This is one page of a very long and very good agreement for both Mexico and the United States. Without the tariffs, we would have had nothing. We had nothing 2 weeks ago. Mexico told us absolutely, I don't know where the Times got the story, but I think they got it probably for somebody that worked here and said, oh, how well they would do. Well, for a long time, for many years, people tried to get what we got in a period of a couple of days, and they couldn't get it. That's the difference. They couldn't get it. So Mexico, we're getting along with them great. Marcelo and the president and all of them, we're getting along great. They've started a very strong action. They're moving right now 6,000 soldiers to their southern border. Who ever heard of that? You think we had that 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, I'll tell you what we had. We had nothing. And the reason we had nothing is because Mexico felt they didn't have to give us anything. I don't blame them. But this is actually ultimately going to be good for Mexico, too. And it's good for the relationship of Mexico with us. So here's your thing. They all say, oh, he doesn't. I just give you my word. Inside here, and I would love to do it, but you will freeze action it, you will stop it, you will analyze it, every single letter you'll see. But in here is the agreement.
And what's in the agreement, sir?
Now look, Nancy is a mess. The Democratic Party is a mess. They're doing everything they can to win the election in 2020. They are guilty of many crimes. Many crimes, what they've done. They're guilty of many crimes. And hopefully, in a short period of time, that'll be seen. They should never have done what they've done. And all they do is waste time on these investigations where there's no obstruction, no collusion, no nothing. And in the meantime, they can't get a border deal done. They can't do anything. we need, in addition to the great deal with Mexico, we need them to work on illegal immigration, on lower drug prices, on infrastructure, and they're not doing anything. They've come to a halt.
Mr. President, they say you can't be trusted, sir. How do you react to the fact that the Democrats say you cannot be trusted?
Mexico agree in negotiations last week that a safe third country for asylum?
I don't want to say, but you can just figure it out yourself, right here. And the reason is Mexico wants to handle that, would have to go through their legislative body. A lot of people heard they agreed to it. A lot of people are saying that. Good luck, okay? I'm not going to say one way or the other, but I will tell you, right here is the story. You know, I don't like it when newspapers write fake news or when reporters like you do fake news. I don't like that. So right here is the agreement. It's very simple. It's right here. And in here is everything you want to talk about. Done. It's done. It's done. It's all done.
If you don't like it, is that
Emerald. Look.
On Joe Biden, the would have changed his rhetoric about China, saying we need to get tough. They are looking.
Joe Biden thought that China was not a competitor of ours. Joe Biden is a dummy. Joe Biden thought China was not a competitor. China made $500 billion over a short period of time against Obama, Biden, and for many, many years, in all fairness to them. China is a major competitor, and right now China wants to make a deal very badly. It's me right now that's holding up the deal. And we're going to either do a great deal with China or we're not doing a deal at all. Right now, China is paying us billions and billions of dollars. They never gave us 10 cents. And China ate our country alive during Obama and Biden. They ate us alive. And then Biden has some kind of a relationship financially, or his son, with China.
All right, we've been listening to President Trump there. He is en route now to Iowa, where there'll be dueling rallies between him and Democratic candidate, former Vice President Joe Biden.